Wake up, rhinos! Welcome to the JPMS Student News Network.
Hi, good morning. This is Paige. I hope you're having a good day today.
Buenos días, este es Paige. Espero que estén teniendo un buen día.
Hello, this is our weather report by Jason, Subin, and Nicole. Good morning. Today we will be talking about weather in Minnesota and in other places all over the world. Outside today, it looks snowy and has gotten a lot colder earlier this year than in most years. It's pretty frigid out, so put those jackets on. Now we will be heading to Mexico, Dominican Republic, and Guatemala, where Subin will talk about the weather there.
Hi, my name's Subin, and today I'm going to be talking about weather in Guatemala, Mexico, and the Dominican Republic. Outside in Mexico today, it looks like sunny skies with temperatures up in the 70s, so they have a nice week ahead of them. In Guatemala, they'll be facing lots of rain and a bit of lightning and thunder to go along with it, but temperatures will still be in the 70s. In the Dominican Republic, weather will have some rain, but temperatures are up in the upper 80s all week long. Now let's go to Nicole to see what weather's like in Spanish.
Thank you, Subin. Buenos días, hispanos. Hoy les voy a traducir y hablar de la temperatura de Minnesota, México, Guatemala y DR, a.k.a. Dominican Republic o República Dominicana. Vamos a comenzar con la temperatura de Minnesota. La temperatura en Minnesota está en los 30 y los 40. No está tan frío, pero hay muchos vientos. Ahora vamos a hablar de la temperatura de México. Ándale, pues, la temperatura de México está en los 70. El sol está brillante, pero hay un poquito de nubes, eso significa que tal vez pueda llover. La tercera parada es Guatemala. La temperatura en Guatemala está en los 60 y los 70. Si vives en Guatemala, te recomiendo que te quedes en casa porque está lloviendo, pero si quieres puedes correr en la lluvia, pero ten en cuenta que hay rayos y fuertes vientos. La última parada, pero no menos importante, vamos para el Caribe. Vamos para RD, que lo que guaguaguá. La temperatura en la República Dominicana va a estar en los 75 y los 80 toda la semana. También dile a tu mamá que te haga una sopita porque como Guatemala en RD va a estar lloviendo. No se predicta vientos o rayos. Eso significa mis dominicanos pueden salir a correr en la lluvia. Espero que estén bien informados de la temperatura. Que tengan buen día y gracias por ver el video. Thank you for watching.
Jimena.
Yeah.
Okay, ándale.
Good morning. Today is November 2nd, Day of the Dead, and we are going to present a slide to show you guys what it's about.
Where it came from. Dia de los Muertos has its origins from the Aztec, which was a tribe that came from Mexico. This tradition was later passed on to many generations.
About Day of the Dead is a tradition where Hispanic people welcome their dead ones' souls into their home once again. In this special day, there are activities, decorating, and other things that are made to celebrate this beautiful holiday.
What we do. In this special day, many families have different ways of celebrating this time of year, though some things do stay the same, like an ofrenda. An ofrenda is where you put your dead one's photos along with any object of your choice you think described them as a person when they were alive. We gather and make what once was their favorite food along with decorating and organizing the things we have on the ofrenda. Of course, it isn't necessarily supposed to be made for someone you knew. but also someone you admire, like any famous people you were a fan of, someone that passed away who was special to you in any way.
Other than making a friendas for our loved ones, we throw parades where people dress up in unique, outstanding outfits. Most of the time worn with skull-inspired makeup to represent the ones who have lost their lives. In these parades, there is dancing followed by music that entertains people in a beautiful way. These celebrations are important to us because we see it as a way to come back together once again. And that's it.
Okay. Gracias a Jimena y Jorge.
Hello, and welcome to this segment called Movie/Show Updates, where I will update you on any upcoming movies or shows, basically. First up, we have Stranger Things. If you don't know what Stranger Things is, how would you not know? It's like such a big show on Netflix and really good. Anyways, have you guys heard the news? There's a new season in production. I'm not completely sure when they started shooting the new season, but I'm going to assume that when there was a specific date which that all the actors, the main actors, posted a photo on their Instagram, and I will insert it here. I'm going to assume it was around the end of September and like going into October, but once again, not sure. I tried researching, but obviously there's nowhere in sight any information basically of when they started, because it's all supposed to be a secret, yet things have been leaked and things like that. Of course, there are going to be new characters this season. A few have been spotted around the sets, and I'm going to insert a few photos. I'm not quite sure what their names are because obviously the new season hasn't come out. There's no information anywhere. Next show is Euphoria. I'm not quite sure when they started shooting yet again, but there have been a lot of photos of them around set. We've seen Zendaya and Hunter, both of them hanging out on the sets basically. There are only a few photos of Zendaya and Hunter on set, and I'll insert them now. Now for some upcoming movies and shows. So basically, most of these are coming out towards the end of 2020 and going into 2021. First up, we have Wonder Woman, which comes out on December 25th of 2020. So, looking forward to that. Another movie that's coming out very soon, it's in 2021, but Ghostbusters Afterlife comes out on March 5th, 2021, which is kind of far from now, but I'm personally really excited about the Ghostbusters movie. But Raya and the Last Beast, I've actually done a little bit of research on this one because I didn't have any idea of what it was. It turns out it's a Disney animated movie, which we haven't had one of those in a while, so that's kind of exciting. There's way more that I could name off, but I think I'm running out of time, so I hope you got enough information of any upcoming movies or shows, basically. Anyways.
Hi, and welcome to the 2020 presidential debate. This one will be online, as you can see, because we want to preserve the safety of our citizens and our candidates from COVID. All right, let's get started. The first question goes to former Vice President Biden. How do you feel that you've handled the coronavirus pandemic?
The American people deserve a president who has a plan on fighting this pandemic. Unlike my opponent, I know what I'm doing. I have done more to handle the coronavirus in my short candidacy than Trump has in his whole presidency. For example, more testing stations and more support for our healthcare workers.
President Trump, would you like to respond to that?
Okay, well, number one, under 1% of the population has died, which is very small. And number 2, I have huge things coming up. Bleach is the way to go.
Vice President Biden, anything to say?
Bleach is not the way to go. You cannot be telling our American people these lies.
All right. So, moving on to question number 2. President Trump, how do you feel that you have benefited the economy?
Well, as many people know, I have created over 6 million jobs, and the economy has gone up marginally compared to when I started.
Vice President Biden, would you like to respond to that?
Yet again, unlike my opponent, I have a plan. Not only will I increase taxes, which will benefit millions of Americans, but I will support small businesses and help them grow.
False, 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 false.
Will you just shut up, man?
All right. That concludes our presidential debate. Thank you so much for participating, everyone. I hope you have a great night. And please, 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 everybody get out and vote.
The reality of breakout rooms.
How are you doing?
Good.
Having the discussion. Work done in here? Isn't it fun to be in breakout rooms where everyone can talk to each other and see each other? I just love breakout rooms.
We do too.
Oh, good. Okay, well, I'm going to go back to the meeting, but I'll be popping in again, and I'm so glad you're the hardest workers and how much you love breakout rooms.
Yeah, we're the hardest. Yeah.
Awesome. See you soon.
Bye.
Hi, my name is Emanuela, and I'm gonna be talking about what we're gonna be doing later on this week when you see the news. So what our group chose to do was like pretending that we were talking all along before the teacher came. So this is how it is. So we're gonna turn off our cameras, all of us. And we're gonna, when the teacher comes in, we turn it on, pretend like we were talking all along, and we were doing like schoolwork, and we weren't doing anything else besides talking about classwork, like how's your day, or just discussing something important to the class. And the reality of that is how, like, as students, we fake. When we see a teacher, we act different when the teacher comes into breakout rooms. When they give us like permission to go to breakout rooms, we sometimes ignore it. We're like, and the teacher isn't alright, so we don't have to do it. So basically, what I'm trying to say is, we work harder when we see a teacher is around, but basically when the teacher isn't around, we just do whatever we want because we don't really care, because nobody's watching. And yeah.
Please, 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 everybody get out and vote.